Alright, so now I will show you the steps to do trigo differentiation. Alright. Hold on, why is it so big? Alright, so as I'm drawing, right? So just remember, okay? I forgot to explain this, but why did I write d over dx sine x, d over dx cosine x, and d over dx tangent x? Is because like if let's say they don't give you y, right? Because I didn't write a specific thing, but now I write dy over dx, right? And why just now I wrote d over dx? I wrote d over dx, right? Is because d over dx is just a way how they express it in the notes or the textbooks or whatever that is lah. Okay, so like I just follow it. But for me, when I say differentiating, I will use a code like dy over dx. So like now I say steps to do trigo dy over dx. So dy over dx means differentiation. So it just means steps to do trigo differentiation. Alright. So I hope you understand, but because I wrote d over dx, because some questions they can put like, oh, differentiate with the following with respect to x. A is equals to, let's say, cosine x. And then I have to write dA over dx, which is minus sine x. Okay? And yeah, I guess that's why I didn't do that. Or because it's maybe mainly because I want to follow how they write it lah. Okay? So the steps to do trigo differentiation. There are a total of 4 steps. And this is basic trigo differentiation. As I emphasize it again. Alright, so firstly is to bring power number down. And then the next step will be power number minus 1. Okay? And then the third one, which I'll write it in green, will be trigo differentiation. And in this part, right, you ignore the power. Ignore power number. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a bit clearer. And then, whoops. The fourth one, the last step. Okay, I'll switch the colors. Is to differentiate the inside bracket. Alright, so what do I mean by the third step, yeah? Where you do trigo differentiation and you ignore the power number. Alright? So what I mean is you just ignore the power and just focus on differentiating whatever you have to differentiate. Alright? So later as I'm doing the exemplar question, I will emphasize on the ignore power number part so you know what I'm talking about, which it will happen later in this video. Alright, so these are the steps to do basic trigo differentiation. And now we will move on to the exemplar questions. Alright, but before that, I'm going to make this smaller so that I have more space to write my question. Alright, so just you take a quick break, you know, get some snacks or whatever, or you just eat lah, it's okay lah, honestly. Alright, so the first exemplar question will be to differentiate the following with respect to x. Alright, I'm going to write the question in white. Alright, so how are we going to differentiate this expression here? This equation. Y equals to 4 sine to the power of 5 bracket 6x squared minus 7x. Alright, so first of all, check if it's in a nice form to differentiate. So from what I see, yes, it is in a nice form to differentiate. Alright, so dy over dx, this is equals to power number come down. So it will be 5 bracket 4 sine power number minus 1 4, and then this now is your aka your x, as you have seen earlier when you differentiate sine x. Alright, so the thing I circled in yellow is aka your x, but I'm not gonna confuse you, I'm gonna circle it in blue instead. Alright, so for this thing that I circled, okay, I will copy and paste. Alright, so you might wonder, why is it sine 4? Remember, power number bring power number down, and then power number minus 1. So the power number is here, right? 5 minus 1, you get a 4. Okay, so I will now start my trigo differentiation. Alright, so we have done step 1 and step 2. Alright, now step 3, trigo differentiation. Okay, what's the keyword here? Keyword is to ignore your power number, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so what do I mean by ignore power number? So when I differentiate sine to the power of 4, 6x squared minus 7x, what should I write here? Okay, so differentiate sine, what do I get? Cosine, right? So I write cosine. Do I write the 4 here, ladies and gentlemen? No, I don't. Why? Keyword, ignore the power number, alright? So when I ignore the power number, I will copy and paste aka my x, which is 6x squared minus 7x. And now I will do step 4, which is to differentiate the inside bracket. Alright, so differentiate the inside bracket. This one over here is what? Basic chain product quotient. Which one is it? It is a basic differentiation. Okay, you get it. You get it? Okay, I write it in orange, yeah? This basic, yeah? So remember how to do basic differentiation? Power number come down, and then power number minus 1. Okay, so basic differentiation, so what do I get? I will get a, wait, what was my step? Purple, right? Okay, so it'll be 12x minus 7. Okay, so this is what I will write, yeah? And why is it 12x minus 7? Remember, power number come down, power number minus 1. So power number come down for the first term. Over here, bring down is 12, right? Because 6 times 2 is 12. And then power number minus 1. 2 minus 1, which is just 1. X to the power of 1 is just x. As you can see here, 12x. And then this one, 7x to the power of an invisible 1 over here. Alright? So it's a negative 7 times 1, which is a negative 7. And power number minus 1, which is x power 0. Or how do I derive x power 0? Is x to the power of 1 minus 1. And indices x power 0 is 1. So it's just negative 7. Alright? So now I will start to simplify. Alright? So when I simplify, I will get a 20 bracket 12x minus 7 sine to the power of 4 6x squared minus 7x cosine 6x squared minus 7x. I'm going to write the answer in 3 different ways. Either way, doesn't matter. Alright? So, your second answer, how can you write it out, will be 20 sine 4 6x squared minus 7x. Oh, there are... okay, never mind. Cosine 6x squared minus 7x. And then 12x minus 7. Okay, you can write it out in this order, or you can write it out in the one I'm writing in pink. Okay, it will be a 20 cosine 6x squared minus 7x. There are actually 4 ways. Sine power 4, 6x squared minus 7x, 12x minus 7, or one more way which can write our answer, which I'll write it in let's see, write it in green. Okay, 20 let me see, what have I not used yet? Okay, yeah, actually only 3 ways to write it. Okay, yeah, sorry, only 3 ways. Okay, but if I get the 4th way, I will tell you. Yeah, 3 ways only from what I see. So these are the 3 ways. But for me, I will just leave it in the 2nd way. Good enough already. Whatever that is, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. You can leave your answer in any way like that. But for me, honestly, why people write the 1st way? Because they prefer all the x term to be in front, then followed by your trigo functions like sine and cosine. Or you can even flip also. You can say cosine 6x squared minus 7x first. It doesn't matter. It's still the same. Okay? But take note, when you have a constant here, 5 times 4, you need to simplify this one, and you cannot leave it in the first line. If not, they will penalize you. You will be marked down for that. Alright? So, now, I'll take a screenshot of this question, and we will now move on to the next exemplar question, which I will show you. Alright? So with that, ladies and gentlemen, you can go take a break first while I'm here doing whoa. Alright? So I'm going to find the exemplar question to show you how am I going to do my question, yeah? Alright, let's do about 2 to 3 exemplar questions. So the second question will be differentiate the following with respect to x again. Y equals to 12, cosine 5 bracket 3x plus 2. Alright, let's do this question together, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so is it a very nice one to differentiate? Yes, right? Remember your steps to do trigo differentiation, where your power number bring down power number minus 1, and then do your trigo differentiation. Alright, so these are the steps here at the side, yeah? So, is it a nice form to differentiate? Yes, right? So, alright, dy over dx, okay, this is equals to power number bring down, okay, so it's 5 cosine power number minus 1. So 5 minus 1, what do you get? 4, isn't it? And then you just copy this one again, is your aka your x. So you copy this one down. Okay, so it'll be a 3x plus 2. Okay, so now the third step, trigo differentiation. So you ignore your power number. Okay, so when you ignore your power number, when you differentiate cosine bracket 3x plus 2, what do you get? You get sine x, negative sine x, correct? So you're right, minus sine x. Minus sine bracket 3x plus 2. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Do you write the power 4 over here? No, alright? Remember, keyword, ignore the power number, alright? And now you differentiate the inside bracket. Alright, so when you differentiate the inside bracket, what is this kind of differentiation? This is your basic differentiation, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so when you differentiate your basic, when you do a basic differentiation, what do you get? Remember, basic differentiation, there's a constant here. Hold on, ignore the constant, and then differentiate 3x, you will get 3. Alright. Write in blue, okay? So when you ignore the constant, yeah? So now, sorry, let me erase the cross first. So yeah, just ignore constants. So this one, you ignore, and then you just write 3 here, okay? So you see, 5 cosine 4 3x plus 2 minus sine bracket 3x plus 2 bracket 3, alright? So first, I will simplify the numbers first, alright? So how will I present my answer is, I'll first write my 15 here. 15. Okay, I'll write cosine 4 bracket 3x plus 2 and then minus sine bracket 3x plus 2. But if you ask me, I leave in this answer, I will find it a bit funny. Okay, but honestly, if you ask me, if I'm the marker, I will accept this answer. But some markers, they like to be a bit more strict. So they want you to put your negative in front over here. Okay, so I will show you what I mean, which I'll write as a alternative answer, and I guess it's the safest answer to put. So I'll write it here for you guys. All right, so I'll write the negative sign here, or you can write your answer as 15 cosine 4 bracket 3x plus 2 minus sine bracket 3x plus 2. Okay, if let's say a student give me this answer, I will still mark it correct, as I know he differentiated properly and he did not make any mistake when differentiating. Marks is awarded for that. Alright, but if you are met with a very stingy marker, alright, please always remember to write the first one. Alright, and don't forget about your negative sign over here. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that's how you do the second exemplar question. And now we'll be moving on to the tangent. Alright, I'll be showing you how to do a tangent question. Yeah, alright, so while I get the questions, just take a breather, you know. Alright, got a good one. Okay. So differentiate the following with respect to x again. We got y equals to 4 tangent to the power of 4 bracket 3x squared plus 5. Alright, so is it a nice form to differentiate? Yes. Alright, so I will know where's my x. So, okay, one strategy of knowing what to differentiate, right, is to always find out where this tangent x, the general x, is. Alright, so where's our general x in this question? Is over here. This is your aka x. Okay, so I will start to differentiate. So dy over dx, this will be power number come down, so it will be a 16 tangent cube bracket 3x squared plus 5. Okay, so now we have done step 1 and step 2. Alright, so when we do step 3, trigo differentiation, and we ignore the power number, tangent cube bracket 3x squared plus 5, what do we write next? Okay, do we write this? Okay, I'm going to give you two options, yeah? Which one do we write? Do we write this in pink? Or do we write this in yellow? Or do we write this that is in blue? Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Alright, so which is the correct one, ladies and gentlemen? Think about it, think about it. Alright, so the correct one is the yellow one. Okay, remember I told you to ignore the power number and just follow what is being given when you are differentiating sine, cosine, or tangent. So this is what you write next. Alright, and we differentiate the inside bracket. So this is a basic differentiation. So how do you differentiate this? Constant, ignore 3x squared, differentiate, you get 6x. Power number come down, power number minus 1. So 3 times 2 is 6, and power number 2 minus 1 is just 1. So x to the power of 1 is just x. Alright, so now let's start to simplify this. Alright, so I have a few ways of how you can write this answer. It doesn't matter. As long as it is the same, it is the same. It doesn't matter. If let's say you write your secant square first, then your tangent cube. Okay, it doesn't really matter at all. Alright, so let's start to simplify first, yeah? So 16 times 6x, what do we get? We should get a 96x. Alright, and then I'll just follow. And now I will write another answer in green, which you can write it as, you can write the secant square 3x square plus 5, then your tangent behind. It honestly does not matter. Alright, so but for me, I will just write in the purple way is good enough. But if someone give me in the blue way, the green way, I will also accept it, because I know he differentiated properly, he know how to differentiate. So yeah, the marks should be awarded to him or her. Alright, so with that, I guess that is the end of basic trigonometry differentiation. I hope you have learned something today, and in the next video we will go on to chain rule. Alright, wait, not really. Yeah, we'll go on to chain rule, and then we will also, but before chain rule, we will go into special trigo identities. Alright, so with that, I wish you guys a very good Happy New Year, a very, very blessed 2026, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!